What's up, gremlins? Welcome back to another full eating video, and today we got Dave's Hot Chicken. We did like the triple combo thing, so 3 sauces. I got ranch, Reaper Ranch, and Dave sauce. And then I got 6-piece, 2 Mott's, and a single tender, but I got myself an extra tender because I wanted an extra chicken tender. And then we got a bunch of honey packets. That's what we got today. So let me try to get this sauce up. I know I'm doing this on the table. It's definitely gonna be messy, I cannot lie. It's gonna be very messy. Get this honey packet open. I forgot all my napkins downstairs, by the way. So I don't know if I'm really looking forward to this. Been craving Dave's Hot Chicken. Been looking forward to Dave's all week long. I don't know what I'm saying in some of these videos for these short clips. The hot Mott's. I should have thought this through more. I should have kept it in the box somewhat, but for like the straight on visual, I wanted it to be like just a contrast versus the table. So that's what we ended up doing today. Oh, hey, when does that? I forgot to check my sound stuff. All right, vanish for a second again. Now intending to vanish, but I'm about to vanish for a second again because I gotta check my sound. Sometimes I get too much of a rush, making sure everything's good. Setting this table up, and then I forgot to check the sound. So I'll be back in half a second. It was all good. I was just hyper fixated on it, as per usual. Honey and chicken is such a good combination. Put a couple of the bites on this thing. I'm not making this look very clean, am I? It's all right. US lost. Now, if someone watched these videos, if a lot of people watch these videos, they know I was hating from the beginning. I cannot lie. Of course I was hating. It's a U.S. men's soccer team. Why would I not hate? I think people got more delusional because they're playing the U.S. I really do think so. I expected them to play as bad as they did in the last game, earlier in the game, or early in the World Cup, and they played way better. So I was hopeful too. This is the worst Belgium team since 2010, probably. I mean, 2010 Belgium might be better than this team, but probably not. And it's like redemption for 2014. I was like, okay, like, it's setting up right. We're playing the U.S. Redemption. U.S. team is playing amazing now. Completely different team. I was like, this is going to be it. This is definitely going to be it. They came out looking horrendous. Horrendous might be an understatement, honestly. Why did I just wipe my nose like that? I can't believe I forgot all my napkins. I even grabbed like extra napkins that was in there. I grabbed like a massive stack. Ugh. Yeah, they looked horrendous. And I'm getting tired of people saying this is the best we've ever played in a World Cup. Our group was easier because there's more teams this year. Our group was easier, plus there's a round of 32. More chances for goals, more chances, easier games to win. I guess I'll say that. Our group was honestly pretty easy. Did I doubt us even in that group? Yeah, I did, of course, because I thought Turkey was going to be way better than that. I still think Turkey is better than the other teams, too, in the group. I just think they really, really underperformed. Ooh. For that being hot on the inside, it definitely was not melted, but now the grease dripping out. Yeah, but back to what I was saying. I'm not trying to slander any of our players. I don't really think Christian Pulisic played that well, besides the first game. I don't think he's standing out or standing up to the name of Captain America. I really don't. I really just don't think he's standing up to that name. I honestly thought Tillman played better overall. I know a lot of his emphasis was free kicks or whatever. I mean, his free kicks were crucial, especially keeping us in that game. Now, it was a deflection, obviously, but watching everyone play in that game against Belgium, like within the first 10 minutes, I'm like, geez, like this is going to go really, really bad. And it did. It really did. I was not surprised by the result. I don't know, people are like proud of the U.S. team. If this was the same format of old, harder groups, less teams, then I'd be fine, right? I'd argue, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, best group performance ever, right? But it's not that case. And don't get me wrong. I love having more games and everything. I really do. I just did not feel like there was just a lot of hype riding on us. First of all, the best performing host country overall was Mexico. So make that clear. Scrappy game against England. Their goalie also made a very dumb mistake, which I was like, oh my gosh. When that happened, I was like, dude. He waited, he waited, and then he did it last second, went after the player, took down the player, and I'm like, right when you just got a red card to your advantage, down 2-1, Quinones could get you back in the game before halftime, and you go last second dive at someone's feet that has the ball, and I was like, bruh, of all things to do, I was like, no shot. I said, it can't be happening right now. I'm making a mess, dude. I always say that because I am. I am always making a mess on these tables. How do people show this to the camera? Like this? I'm terrible at close-ups of my food. I'm trying to get better at that as well. Dude. Dang. There we go. Honestly, just love the honey to be fair. It's really not that hot, but like, as I eat all of them, it lingers on my tongue for a while. Then it catches me and I'm talking, sitting here talking. And don't even give me the topic of Argentina games. Oh, dude. First Cabo Verde, or Cape Verde, right there. English pronunciation. And then, I mean, Egypt game was just, oh my gosh. Like, Cape Verde was like, okay, like, oh, like, that was a generational game, right? Amazing game. Amazing second goal by the Cape Verde winger. But like, oh my gosh. Egypt game was like, it just was in the palm of their hands. The VAR on the goal that got taken back, criminal. Absolutely criminal. I mean, like, I'm confused by the use of VAR, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I thought the intention was, one, to like review certain goals, questionable goals, review certain like egregious fouls, like stuff like that, you know. But it's when it has to be within close proximity of something happening. Like, you can't tell me on that second goal that wasn't like 30 seconds later. Then it happened. After that foul, 30 seconds later, they scored. As a referee, that's way past the play on, right? The ref didn't call it then, he let it play on for 30-something seconds more. No one would, and like, I'm trying to put a better terms how to explain this in referee terminology. There is no reason that VAR should intervene on something like that. It's way unaffecting the goal. Referee thought it was not much. It's way long after the play, way removed from the play, really so far removed that it's not impacting the goal at all. Opposite side of the field. I just don't get how it was used in that scenario. Now I will say I don't know the specifications of VAR or every single reason. I have my own interpretation of how they kind of used it initially for these big tournaments and everything. I just feel that was like from how I've seen it used, how it seems interpreted, it seems like a misrepresentation of what VAR is supposed to do. I mean, at that point, VAR could review every single thing that happens on the field. You know how many red cards there would be if VAR could intervene and slow down every single time someone got stepped on? Like the ankle got stepped on their hand, like whatever got stepped on. I mean, just think about it, like just like the Balogun red card. They bump into each other, they're off balance. Yes, he steps on the ankle, but that's like a bang bang play. They're both coming down trying to get the football. He's not even looking in the slow motion. He's not looking at the ball. He's trying to step out towards the ball. He accidentally steps on the guy's ankle. If you slow it down in 0.25 speed, of course it's going to look bad, right? Because you see him step on the ankle and that's all you show, the referee. So you do that every single time someone steps on someone's ankle or like harsh steps on someone's foot when they're not even trying. Like it's like unintentionally doing it, it's going to look bad enough. What's the ref supposed to do? See something in slow motion like that and be like, oh no, it's okay. Like, no, if you saw it slow motion on gameplay, I don't know. It might just be now the questionable of them overturning it 4 days later and postponing his having to serve it too. After talking to Trump, super questionable. At that point, if you're gonna do that, just not let him play. He didn't need to play in the game. We played terrible. We didn't even need him. We were gonna suck anyways. Couldn't even get the ball to him. Couldn't even get a successful pass. Our midfield, Tyler Adams, McKinney, Tillman only seemed good because he scored the goal, honestly. Terrible midfield overall. Terrible wingers. But Christian Pulisic had 11 plus dribbles lost. He couldn't even connect with Balogun. There was no connection. I feel like Balogun never had the ball at his feet. And we did. He was stumbling over trying to get like a better possession of the ball. It wasn't a graceful pass or even a through ball leading him. And then I'm not going to get on top of Pepe. Putting Pepe in the game is not going to change anything because he wasn't creating anything. I don't think Pepe is a striker that's going to create the same type of runs as Balogun that US really needed to be dynamic. They don't want to put Haji right. They want to be putting Pepe. But after his goal scoring, he's just not that type of same player. And I think they're trying to play that same play. Would try to play that same play style as Balogun. Trying to do it with Pepe. It just didn't work at all. Yeah, no, overall it was just frustrating. My game is frustrating. VAR has been frustrating. All power to Argentina for coming back in the game, but like the VAR is actually crazy. I mean, I understand Egypt being upset. I really do. Now, still on them for those goals happening, right? But yeah, just seemed crazy to me. the heavy seasoning plus the fried. It just makes you feel heavy, super heavy afterwards. Next video, now I'll probably still talk about soccer because today is the gap day between this round of 16 and the quarters. Oh, what I was trying to say earlier too. I want to make it clear, the best U.S. team we've ever had, best run we've had in the World Cup, best World Cup team, is the 2002 team. I need to make that clear. Harder format structure, harder group play. Came out of it, won our first game, made the quarterfinals. Farthest run, harder group, and yeah, that's my opinion though. I think there's a lot of recency bias with this team. A lot of potential, but no depth, if I'm being honest. The fall off between players is noticeable. We don't have a deep enough bench to where you feel like France. Excuse me. Like France or England. Literally people were like debating that this person should have been on the team because they're just as good and didn't even get the bench role. It's hard to even argue that for US. It's like, oh, maybe Diego Luna should have made it. Would he have been better than someone that played? I don't know. I can't guarantee that. Like his high talent, it's not like his own special talent. Like you can argue a couple French players would have been fantastic. If they even, to be able to start, they could have started. They've been fantastic game changers. We just don't have that same. We just don't have that same setup right now. My friend's like, oh, in the years to come. How am I gonna say that for? You know, honestly. Excuse me. The U.S. system is pay to win for soccer versus every other country has more of a developed system where anyone can play. And that's one part of the problem. Now, I understand the size of the country, but still. It's easier in other countries to start from nothing and become something for soccer. In the U.S., it's a lot harder. It just really is. All the extra trainings, all the extra time, being able to get to a field, everything's far out of reach. You have to be able to drive somewhere. Like if you're lucky if you live next to a soccer field as a kid or can even walk to one. It's just different culture, different vibes. And also, it's not the biggest sport, so everyone plays tons of other sports. So our whole athlete pool is smaller just over on a scale. So, all right, I think I rambled long enough. Been tripping over my words. Slurring my words, ate a bunch of this, feel heavy now. I think I got enough content for a video. So as always, thanks for watching and I will see y'all in the next video. Hopefully by the time of posting this, hopefully by the time of posting this, France won. I want France to beat Morocco, but I do want Morocco to win because they're an African team, but we will see. You know what? I'm not gonna put anything out there because I don't want to wish a team success and jinx it. So anyways, we'll talk about soccer. We'll talk about probably some manga that I've been reading in the next video as well, just to switch it up a little bit. Peace. I'll see y'all later.